Hello and welcome to this varsity soccer broadcast. St. Christopher's in Norfolk. We hope all of you are having a happy Halloween on this very grim evening, very grim afternoon here at Massey Field. I'm Edison Plumby alongside Leopold Cobal. St. Christopher's coming off two big wins this weekend against Woodbury and Benedictine. Combined score of 10-1. This game's not going to matter for anything other than all prep and the prep league standings, as their state tournament seeding, which comes out tomorrow, will already be locked in. Chances are they'll be taking on the winner of Cape Henry Collegiate and Benedictine here at Massey Field on Monday afternoon at 3 p.m. Saints going to look to rest some of their guys, and a new addition in the starting 11, Lucas Gordonier, number 25. For the most part, the starting 11 still looks very similar, however.
Also, the freshman Carson Stalker, also new starting 11. Gets a lot of playing time, but not seen as a starter usually.
Looking like today St. Christopher is likely going to come out in a 4-2-3-1 with Mumford Welch, Stephen Bishara, and Beckett Schofield at the back. Matt Sovich, Grayson DeCosmo, Charlie Hudson, Carson Stalker, and Lucas Gordonier in the midfield, and Jack Bleacher leading the attack. Mumford has played the majority of his time as a midfielder, so seeing him lined up at right back is definitely out of the ordinary.
Yeah, interesting to see if that right back position will be more used as a wing back or just fully as a full back, defensive wise. Because we've seen most of those players like Max Sovich, Matt, usually in the more offensive side.
Hudson tried to get it over to Sovich. Here's Gordonier. Norfolk Academy's win over Cape Henry Collegiate 3-1 is the reason that the Saints locked in that bye in the first round, as Cape was ranked ahead of St. Christopher's, but after the defeat against Norfolk, the Saints jumped them. Here's Jack Bleacher. Schofield couldn't find anyone. It's going to be cleared out. Bashara tries to lob it in for Bleacher, but going to be off target and taken in by the goalkeeper. Here's a good look for Norfolk, but it's going to be out, and it'll be a goal kick.
Great little stop there from St. Chris. Some light work.
Here's Stephen Bishara. This formation looks more like a 4-1-4-1. Just very out of the ordinary, especially seeing DeCosmo lined up as that deep midfielder. Not something you would normally expect. He's normally starting on the right wing, so seeing him as that lone pivot is very interesting, as that's sent in for Matt Sovich. Here Sovic uses his pace. Matt Sovic takes on the shot. That's going to be blocked. That'll be cleared out. One back by the Saints, however. Here is Max Mumford. Towing the touchline, manages to keep it in and couldn't get the cross off, so goal kick coming for Norfolk. As that's going to be blocked and nearly set up a counterattack for St. Christopher's. Welch clears it out. Mumford has it. Mayweather Accra. DeCosmo has it. That pass going to be well over the line. Throw coming for the Saints. Stalker tries to get past on the touchline. That's going to be a big mistake here from Woodbury. From Norfolk, as Jack Bleacher has it now in a very dangerous position. DeCosmo, he takes a shot from way out and going to be pretty far off the target.
Had some determination there, but just a bit too much. Bit too much power.
That's going to be chipped in, be cleared out by Schofield. Bad pass from Mumford, and that's going to be a shot from way far out from Matthew Ott, but missed the target by a very large amount. Here's Sovic. Charlie Hudson. Sovic can't control it. Good work by the Norfolk defense to clear that out, and they're going to look to counterattack, but Kellen Welch does a great job stopping that pass. Gordonier couldn't get a good header on a great pass from Schofield. Now Norfolk's going to look to counter. Andrew Kim tries to get it through, and a man goes down in the box, but that's going to be a foul on Norfolk. So Oliver Coleman called for a foul, as he pretty clearly did initiate that contact with Bashara. Would have been a ridiculous penalty to call.
Yeah, it was clearly on the offensive side there. No debate.
Bashara. Mumford does a great job to intercept that pass. Bashara sends it in for Bleacher. Couldn't get a control over it. It'll be cleared out. Back at Schofield. Tries to send it in for Jack Bleacher. It's going to be cleared out for the moment by Norfolk. Bleacher, gorgeous ball to Gordonier, but Lucas couldn't run it down. Gordonier. It's to Bashara, who tries to, I believe he was trying to send that in for Bleacher, but it was a little bit of miscommunication there. Steven Bashara. Sovic sends it in. It's going to be a corner coming for the Saints now.
See if they can do something with this.
Sends it in. Bashara can't get his head on it. Would have had an open goal, but the cross is a bit too high. Mumford wins it back, and that'll be cleared out. And for St. Christopher's throw. Mumford. It's going to be blocked, and it'll be a throw. Jackson Carlin checks in for the first time tonight. JMU commit. This was nearly a very dangerous pass from Evan Broughton. Bashara sends it in. Campbell Stalker now into the game. He couldn't get his head on it. Carlin has it. He gets in for Sovic. Jackson Carlin over to Max Mumford. Woodbury gets control of it, but not for long as that is over the touchline. Stalker in for Mumford. That's a great ball. Max Mumford over for Jack Bleacher. Bleacher cuts it back. Great defense from Norfolk, though, and that through ball is going to be won back by Welch. Really nice design on that counterattack from Norfolk Academy.
Being completely honest, through ball looked very promising, but Welch just got right there in front of it.
I don't know what this formation is.
It's very interesting.
Only three
First, I thought that 5 were in the back with like 2 wing backs, so now it seems 2 fullbacks, 2 center backs.
With how high Broughton's playing, they're essentially, for the counterattacks, they essentially only have 3 at the back.
Yeah.
Which I think he needs to get down further, as they are very vulnerable to those counterattacks right now. Here's Carlin.
Very interesting. I think the wingers are playing very, very far in, so the fullbacks maybe push up a bit. I don't know, on the wings.
DeCosmo's cross is blocked. He gets it right back, though. Jack Bleacher fighting for it, and he's going to win it back. Great effort there. It's DeCosmo over to Carlin. Jackson Carlin, gorgeous display of dribbling. Stalker, shots blocked, he gets it back. Stalker, and that's going to be off target. I believe it was blocked, however. But an incredible display of creation from Carlin there. No, they will say that it was not blocked, so it'll be a goal kick for Norfolk Academy. Steven Bishara has some space. Gets it over to Matsovic. Stalker. Carlin's going to take on the shot, but it's going to be right into the arms of the keeper.
Getting a lot of opportunities now when Carlin's on the field. Can really see a presence.
As Schofield sends it deep. Jack Bleacher. Jack Bleacher has it, and that's going to go right into the arms of the keeper. Only had one man to beat, and unlucky as his shot falls right into the keeper's arms. Sent away for a Norfolk throw. That's the throw into the box. No. Norfolk has it, but Bishara clears it out. Jack Bleacher has it, and the Saints are looking to run. Here's Sovic over for Stalker. He couldn't get a good first touch on it, and he lost it, but Saints do win it right back. Now Max Mumford sends it in. The defender nearly makes a huge error, as if Bleacher was a step behind there, that probably ends up a goal, as I think he would have sent that right to him. And very surprising decision there from Oliver Coleman, as Meriwether Accra was coming down the wing with no one there, and he decides to pass it back.
Good pressure there from Cosmo after losing the ball.
Lights just came on here at Massey Field. Sutton Olison entering the game for the first time as his cross was sent out. Bashar for Carlin. Bashar's cross off target, but the rebound goes right to Olison. Great slide tackle there. And counterattack goes nowhere. Campbell Stalker sends it over. Cade Cox sends it back for Stalker. Campbell Stalker skies it over the bar.
Great little back and forth there between Stalker and Cade Cox.
As Broughton will take the corner. Kellen Welch gets a head on it, but it's blocked. Still up for grabs. Olison has it. He sends it over for Campbell Stalker. And a fight for it near the line. It's going to stay in. Beckett Schofield. Stephen Bashar crosses it in. A bit off target. So Olison sends it in now, and that's just over the bar.
That looked good. That looked good. Just a bit too much. Very promising, though.
Kellen Welch. Great defensive work there, as it's going to be a throw for the Saints. That through ball to nobody. I don't know if Schofield saw it when Boardman rolled that to him. Stalker, gorgeous ball. It's Cade Cox. Sends it in, and that's going to be a goal for the Saints.
What
a ball from Jackson Carlin, and a great finish from Cade Cox, and that's going to make it 1-0 St. Christopher's.
Speed. That's all he had. That got him the goal. Speed. Just be his man and got there in time to score that. What precision on the side as well. Good job.
I'm surprised that it did not look like the best display of goalkeeping there. As I didn't think he was going to be able to create a shot from that angle, or at least a competitive shot, as he was right in front of the goalkeeper but just slipped it through his legs. Campbell Stalker over to Sutton Olison. Tyler overshooting the game for the first time tonight. Here's Carlin. Back at Schofield. Cade Cox.
Great pass to Oversheet. Oversheet gives it to Carleon.
Jackson Carlin. He's going to try to send it in. It's going to be blocked. Cox wins it back, however. Here's Overstreet. He sends it to Sutton Olison. He's going to take on the shot, but right to the keeper. Here's Carlin. Charlie Hudson back into the game. He sends it over for Cade Cox. Campbell Stalker. Olison sends it in for Hudson. Back to Olison. Stalker. Great ball from Sutton Olison there. So that's going to be fired in, going to be saved up in the air and brought back in by the keeper. Great work there. I'm surprised we haven't seen more of Jack Bleacher tonight, because while we mentioned the result of this game in the grand scheme of things will not affect very much other than the Prep League seeding, which won't affect the state playoffs at all. Jack Bleacher definitely has a very strong case for all prep, and if he can go put another goal or two in tonight coming off a hat trick on Saturday, he would definitely have a very good case for that award. So like we mentioned, St. Christopher is likely to be playing Cape Henry Collegiate or Benedictine here at Massey Field, 3 p.m. on Monday. It's a day off for all the Saints students, so we hope to see a lot of you out here as they look to defend their state championship. Now Kellen Welch sends it in for Stalker, gives it back to Hudson. Great link-up play. Back to Campbell Stalker, and that's going to be an incredible save there.
Wow. That was just a bullet shot, and the keeper's got his hands in the way. Good save from the Norfolk keeper there.
But gorgeous build-up there from St. Christopher's. That looked like a sure goal. Cross sent in by Broughton. It's going to be like a shot from Stalker, but right into the arms of the keeper. Tyler Overstreet in for Cox. So that slips out of the arms of the keeper. Looked like he might have tried a Travella there, but to no avail. A lot of contact, no whistles.
Very interesting that they let that go through. Still Saints ball, I believe.
Yes,
Saints own.
Mumford, Bleacher, DeCosmo, and Bashara come on. Evan Broughton. To Overstreet now. In for Grayson DeCosmo. And DeCosmo goes down in the box. He wants a penalty, but he's not going to get it. Questionable there is it looked like DeCosmo definitely had a case. To cross in, Bashara will clear it out. That's the first big chance Woodbury has managed to create today. Jackson Carlin. Saints are going to look to run. Slow things down now as it's with Bashara. Great job from Kellen Welch.
Try to get it over him, but
Not very
the
easy to do
size,
that.
yeah. By Kellen Welch's height, not too easy.
Sovic gives it over to Overstreet. Cross in from DeCosmo, going to be reflected out of bounds. And it'll be a Norfolk Academy goal kick coming. It'll be a throw now for Norfolk. Excuse me, a throw for St. Christopher's. In other Saints sports news, massive game this week for St. Christopher's on Saturdays. They take on Collegiate with their season on the line. If they win, chances are they will be going to Benedictine for the first round of the state playoffs. But if they lose, their season's over. So, huge game on Saturday at 1 p.m. at Collegiate. That game will not be on SEC TV, but we hope to see every single one of you out there, as we want as big of a crowd as we can get for the biggest game of the year. As DeCosmo sends it in, it's going to be off target. Sovic runs it down. Broughton chips it in for Hudson. Back to Kellen Welch. Jackson Carlin sends it over for Matt Sovic. He can't control it. Now Norfolk has a pretty good counterattack going. That'll be snuffed out right away. Overstreet. To Cosmo, great ball back to Tyler. He's going to go down. Refs being very lenient so far. Bashara. Kellen Welch. Olison gets it for Jack Bleacher. He couldn't quite get control of it, but Mumford gets his head on it, and that pass intended for Sovic going to be well over the line, and a throw coming for Norfolk Academy. Olison over for Grayson DeCosmo. He takes the shot. Going to ricochet off the keeper, and that'll be a throw-in coming, I believe. Stephen Bashara has it with some space. Great cut. She sends it in. It's a little bit short. Kellen Welch. Great ball for Hudson. Staying with St. Christopher's. Stalker. Stephen Bashara tried to get it to DeCosmo, but it was a bit off target. Kellen Welch. Saints looked a lot more controlled as this first half has gone on. So Olison slips it through to Grayson DeCosmo. He whips it in. Can't find anyone at the moment, but sent right back to Stalker. He takes another shot. It's going to be blocked, cleared out, and it'll be one back by Stephen Bashara. Sends it all the way back to Dougie Boardman. Schofield has Bashara on the wing. Saw it a bit too late, but the defender couldn't get control of it. Sends it right back to DeCosmo. Stephen Bashara with space. He sends it in for Bleacher. Jack Bleacher cuts it back to Grayson DeCosmo. He's going to take on the shot. It's going to be wide to the right. Matsovic sends it in. Jack Bleacher can't get control of it. Now takes on the shot and right at the face of the keeper. Gorgeous ball from Sovic. Bleacher did a great job to control it, but his shot goes right into the face of the goalkeeper, and Norfolk gets away with one. There's another big chance missed from St. Christopher's, and Bleacher's the last one you would expect to miss a chance like that. It's the third big chance missed from the Saints today. That cannot be happening in the state tournament, as they've had some huge looks that they've blown, and if they're missing looks like that, again, when the competition gets tougher against teams like Collegiate, they're not going to be having a good time. Now here's Bleacher again, and he can't control it. I think he might have been offsides anyways, but the chance creation for the Saints today has been incredible, but the finishing is the only reason this game is still only 1-0 instead of a massive 3-0 lead at the half. Grayson DeCosmo sends it short. It's back at Schofield. Now he takes it on, and that's going to be wide right. Kate Cox. Back to Schofield. Time winding down in this first half. St. Christopher's has looked good, but you can definitely argue that this should not be a 1-0 game and that they should be up 2-3-0.
Yeah, they've noticed that they've been a bit too antsy with it. They've slowed down the game a bit and still had those fast breaks, but still just not going the way it should.
Bishara. Now it is Max Mumford. Kellen Welch. Yeah, that's going to be called a foul. I was about to say. The refs certainly been very lenient so far, but I don't know how you could justifiably let them play through that.
Yeah, it's a bit too much at the end of the day.
Schofield sends it for Stephen Bishara. Jackson Carlin cuts it back. Jackson Carlin, amazing display of dribbling. So now it's with Jack Bleacher. Cade Cox, he takes on the shot and going to be way off to the right. It'll be interesting to see who comes out between the posts for the Saints, as for most of the season they've been having Ben Smith play the first half and Dougie Boardman the second half. But today started. Statistically, this season Smith has been better, so maybe they're planning on playing Smith more in the state tournament, so that's why they're letting Boardman get some run today, but I'm not exactly sure. It's going to be a foul, and they'll set up a free kick as the Saints look to create one more chance before the end of this half. As they're going to call it before the Saints take the free kick. So that will do it for your first half. 1-0 St. Christopher's. We will be back. Hello and welcome back to the second half. St. Christopher's took a 1-0 lead into the break, but they're going to look to finish this one off after a subpar performance on the finishing in the first half. Missed a lot of big chances, and this lead could and should be a lot bigger than just 1-0. It's Ben Smith, sends it deep, and we are off here in the final 45. Stephen Bishara. Stephen Bishara now has it. It's Campbell Stalker. Slots it in for Matsovic. Back to Bishara. Good work there from Norfolk. They're going to look to counterattack. Ben Smith. Schofield in for Carlin. He was incredible in the first half. Created so many chances as here's Bishara now. Back to Welch. Back at Schofield. In for Jackson Carlin. Campbell Stalker. It's Evan Broughton now. It's going to be a corner for the Saints. Matsovic to take the corner. He sends it in. It's going to be well off target, and it'll be going back to Norfolk Academy. Jackson Carlin tried to get it over for Stalker. Norfolk hasn't really had any great attacks so far. Not even a single shot yet. Which that has been the strength of the Saints team. There's a great ball in for Stalker. Jackson Carlin. For Charlie Hudson. Kellen Welch. He has some space. Welch is going to take on the shot, and that is just over the bar. Great look from Welch, but that's going to end in a goal kick. Really poor defensive communication from Norfolk as nobody stepped up to apply any pressure, and cannot be doing that as if that wasn't a center back, there's a good chance it's a 2-0 game now. As they've just not been able to come up with anything today. Norfolk really struggling in their attack. Carlin gets it in. Campbell Stalker, he takes it on, and he's going to sky it. Jackson Carlin. Broughton. Through ball for Charlie Hudson. He's going to try to curl it around, but he can't keep it over that goal line. It's a really nice tackle there from Andrew Kim. But the pass just right to his Saints players. Misses on the header. Jack Bleacher can't run it down, but he gets it off that clearance. Sends it over for Jackson Carlin. Jackson takes on the shot with the left foot. Right back to Matt Sovich, and it's 2-0 St. Christopher's. Great positioning there from Sovich to tap it in after the save, and the Saints now doubling their lead. Well-deserved second goal as they've looked great so far in the first 8 minutes of the second half. Final regular season game for Matt Sovich. He gets on the scoreboard. Bleacher can't run that one down. It'll be cleared out. Campbell Stalker. Tries to get it in for Sovich, but he can't run it down before it goes over that line. Here's Jackson Carlin. Back to back at Schofield. Huge space down the middle of that pitch. Campbell Stalker tried to leave it off for Jack Bleacher, but Bleacher's going to win it back off a careless display of possession. But now Norfolk does have it. And just goes right back to the Saints as DeCosmo sends it in. Jack Bleacher now. Jack Bleacher, pass deflected. Here's Kellen Welch. Back at Schofield. Chips it in. Great ball. Evan Broughton. Broughton sends it in. Jack Bleacher gets a head on it, but it'll be taken in by the keeper. That ball sent very deep. Ben Smith takes it in. Charlie Hudson. It's Grayson DeCosmo now. DeCosmo near that corner area. Great technical display. Whip tries to get it in for Bleacher, but it's sent away. Right back to Evan Broughton. Broughton. That's going to be a foul on Broughton. Really nice work there from Oliver Coleman. Charlie Hudson now. Campbell Stalker. Sends it in for DeCosmo, but it's going to be off target. Schofield. Great ball from DeCosmo to Bleacher. But it's taken away from Norfolk. They're going to look to counterattack. 3-on-5. Accra. He crosses it in. It's going to be off target. Overstreet couldn't find DeCosmo with that through ball. Campbell Stalker. Schofield. It's Jackson Carlin now. And for Jack Bleacher. It's Bashara. Beckett Schofield chips it in. It's Campbell Stalker. Really impressive display of touch there. So he gets it to Bleacher, who's his first attempt's blocked. Gets it back. Going to be cleared out now. And taken away by Stalker. He's going to go down. That's going to set up a free kick for the Saints. Nearly the same place where Jack Bleacher put one in the top left corner last game. We'll see who lines up to take it this time. Last time it was both Schofield and Bleacher lined up over it, but Bleacher was the one who ended up taking it, and looks like we'll get the same look here. We approach the 60th minute now. Bleacher and Schofield lined up over it. It's Jack Bleacher and a diving save. Nearly his second free kick goal in as many games, but an incredible effort by the keeper. Bashar has it. He sends it in. Back out to Grayson DeCosmo. He sends it in. That's going to be off target and a goal kick coming. Gorgeous free kick from Jack Bleacher. Jack Bleacher. And for Matsovic. Steven Bashara has room. It's going to be cleared out and a throw is coming. Jack Bleacher, his cross sent out. Corner is coming. Grayson DeCosmo sends it in for Matsovic, who can't get a touch on it, but manages to get back to it in time. Sends it out for Tyler Hood, who sends it all the way back to Ben Smith. Sovic now for Jack Bleacher. He sets it to Bashara. Carlin. To Campbell Stalker. Slots it in for DeCosmo, who tries to send it in. No one was there to take the cross and goes right into the hands of the keeper. Norfolk Academy still no shots. Knocked away by Grayson DeCosmo. Schofield clears it. And initially Norfolk's center back whiffed on it, but then gets the clearance. Carlin. Campbell Stalker gets it to Jack Bleacher. Nice work from Tucker Gaddy to do away with that through ball. Tyler Overstreet in for Jackson Carlin. It's DeCosmo now. Cuts it out. Grayson DeCosmo in for Jack Bleacher. And that's going to ricochet off a Norfolk defender. And that's going to be a goal for the Saints. A bit unorthodox there, but still counts all the same as the Saints have made this into a 3-0 game. So a goal, I guess, in the scorebook that would be charged to DeCosmo, as the defender never had possession, so he can't call it an own goal. And
I think he was looking more for Bleacher there, wasn't he?
yeah. It's going to be cleared out right to Max Mumford. Gets it to Cade Cox. Beckett Schofield slips it in. Jackson Carlin has some space. He's going to take on the shot off the post. He gets it back off the ricochet. In for Stalker. Campbell Stalker back to Carlin. Back to Stalker. And again off the post. And then it's skied by Beckett Schofield. Shocking for the Saints as they send it off the post twice. Nearly two gorgeous goals. But alas, nothing comes of it. Kellen Welch over for Cade Cox. It's going to be staying with St. Christopher's. Overstreet. In for Max Mumford. So that's going to be off of Overstreet and a goal kick coming for Norfolk. As Welch sends that deep, but no Saints are back there.
Header from Beckett. Sent Olsen trying to give it to Carson Stalker here. Carson tries to get it to his brother there, but found no avail. Be a goal kick from Norfolk. From Mumford to Stalker. Cleared by Norfolk defense. Oh, Evan Broughton gives it before it's thrown.
Beckett Schofield sends it in for Tyler Overstreet, but he overshot that, so goal kick coming now for Norfolk. Stalker, he sends it over for Evan Broughton. He chips it in for Cade Cox. Still up. Sutton Olison with a rocket, but it's going to be wide to the right. That goal kick does not go to plan. Goes straight to the golf cart.
Kalo, nice pass to Evan there.
Evan Broughton. Cade Cox. Back to Broughton. A little bit of a shoulder thrown there, but not deemed enough to be a foul. As it's going to be cleared out. Oh, Campbell Stalker with a 360, then he goes down. Be sent
Clear
out by
from Gardner.
Carson Stalker. Tried to go with the give and go to his brother. He's going to win it back. He goes down. Seems like, I'm not sure if they tried to play advantage or if they simply didn't deem it a foul. It's Evan Broughton. Back to Kellen Welch. Ben Smith. It's Kellen Welch now. Gorgeous ball in. It's Evan Broughton, but he can't run it down before the keeper gets there. Great idea from Broughton, but the keeper won the race. One back by Campbell Stalker, and great dribbling from him. Over to Carson Stalker now. Sutton Olison. Welch. It's Kellen Welch now. Broughton. Schofield. And for Olison, it's Gardner Kaufman. As Gardner Kaufman and Luke Ryan collided with the ball. And more subs come on now. It's Hudson, DeCosmo, Sovich, and Bleacher as Carson Stalker, Sutton Olsen, Luke Ryan, and Cade Cox are going to probably be done for the night. Great work from Kaufman. Try to slow down that attack. As Norfolk still no shots tonight. Which is a testament to the Saints defense. Devin Broughton, he's going to be tripped up. That's going to be a foul. As that shot going to be blocked, and Norfolk going to chip that one wide. So they're probably their most intimidating action of the game still results in nothing. Only 12 minutes to go now here at Massey Field, and a 3-0 St. Christopher's lead.
Can't watch him, Ben Smith going back and forth here.
It's Max Mumford. Through for Gardner Kaufman. Is Lucas Gordonier now. He's recently back into the game. It's Grayson DeCosmo. DeCosmo whips it in. No one there, but it's going to be not a good clear, and it's Gordonier with it. Jack Bleacher wins it back. And it's off the post for the third time this game. Charlie Hudson within inches of making it 4-0, but for the third time this game, and third time in the last 10 minutes, the Saints have sent one off the post. DeCosmo throws it in. Hudson. It's Gardner Kaufman now. Physical play. Staying with the Saints. DeCosmo. He sends it in. Jack Bleacher waits. Can't get ahead on it. Falls to Matt Sovich. Sovich tries to cut it back, and
it's a tip-off. I'd say that's a corner, yeah.
Yes, a corner will be awarded. The only question there was whether Sovich had crossed the goal line before it was tipped. Matt Sovich sends in the corner. It's low. It's back out to Lucas Gordonier. And that counterattack for Norfolk goes absolutely nowhere. It's Kellen Welch. Charlie Hudson tries to get it over to Bleacher. Into the 81st minute now. St. Christopher's with an incredible performance. It's great work there from Beckett Schofield. Cosmo link up with Kaufman. Hudson sends it for Jack Bleacher. Is just incredible defensive work from Beckett Schofield. Cosmo. The Saints are going to look to counter. They're going to try to add a fourth. Sends it over to the other side of the field. Tried to get it for Sovich. Mumford wins it back. Saints have numbers here. 4-on-4. Max Mumford sends it over. Grayson to Cosmo. Cosmo goes down. And Hudson goes down too. Neither of them deemed fouls. As not sure how that wasn't a foul, as DeCosmo was body checked. Mumford in for Jack Bleacher. Tries to get it through for Sovich. Pass intercepted, however. Mumford fighting for it. And great job slowing down the attack for Norfolk. Charlie Hudson. Hudson, great dribbling. Very surprised to not see a foul called.
Very aggressive gameplay here going on right now.
Avi Gupta and Jack Rickards come on for St. Christopher's now. It's Lucas Gordonier staying with St. Christopher's. Rickards in for Gordonier. Avi Gupta, great link up with Lucas. And it's going to be a goal kick coming now for Norfolk Academy. So it's going to be blocked. It's Matthew Noble into the game now. Less than 5 minutes now before full time. Avi Gupta. Beckett Schofield now. Evan Broughton back to Ben Smith. Ben Smith. Stephen Bashar sends it for Gardner Kaufman. He cleared away by Norfolk Academy. Welch clears. Matthew Noble. He crosses it in, but right into the arms of the keeper. Evan Broughton, his ball goes over the line. Max Mumford in for Charlie Hudson. Sends it in for Avi Gupta, but he's not going to run it down.
Luke scored near at the free kick, at the corner kick.
And they'll call it before the corner, so that will do it. 3-0 is your final as the same.